Hello again, YouTube. I just wanted to show you one of the headlines this morning regarding what happened on Monday night on Memorial Day. In The Guardian, they're talking about hundreds demanding justice in Minneapolis after the police killing of George Floyd. And yes, people here are, saying, stop killing black people. It happens a lot. Not only black people get killed in this city, but there does tend to be quite a bit of racial profiling, and it's especially on the rise today. People were chanting, "I can't breathe, I am not a threat." I'm pretty sure the BLM movement was there. They usually are somewhere around, but this time, as I mentioned in a previous video, it was more than just black people that were there concerned about the death of this man that was in his 40s. That young man moved here from Texas, looking for a better life, as most people do, I presume. And yeah, he made a mistake. He did something that was not perfect, But does that mean that the actions that followed were justified? I think it was excessive. But you be the judge. Currently, the FBI is in the process of investigating it. As you can see, there's information online at theguardian.com. There's also information on CBS News, online, and on television, Fox News. It's just all over. Now, a few years ago, there was an unarmed white Australian woman named Justine Damon who was killed by a black cop. Her family received, I believe it was $20 million. She had called 911 because she heard some sounds in the alley that she was really concerned of, and she wanted the police to come. She thought maybe someone was being attacked. And she ran up on the cop car, and when she tapped on the side of the car, an officer shot her. May she rest in peace. We went through praying for her and her family, and people were outraged at that. And as you see, people are outraged with this situation. These things continue to happen. Seems like it's increasing. And if it's increasing here where I live, is it increasing all across America? Are people just really sick and tired of what's going on? The first part of the vigil was here in Minneapolis, the 38th in Chicago. And after people were there for several hours, which I didn't attend because I know how things escalate, because people are tired of it. But after things were there for several hours, then they moved on to the 3rd Precinct Police Department and started chanting. They did their march and they chanted and blocked things off and started throwing rocks. And of course the police come out in full force and rubber bullets and all. Which is a more appropriate response than straight out killing someone. But people are angry. And what do people do when they're angry? They raise their voices. They raise their hands. They're ready to fight for truth and peace. And that's what I see going on here. I don't think it's a safe place for children to be, but I also don't think that it was a good idea for kids to have been watching that young man get murdered. And on the news last night, there was a 9-year-old girl who saw him be murdered by the police. So you see things like that, and then what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to feel? How does that impact your relationship with others around you or the people that you're supposed to trust? When bad things happen, who are you going to call? Are you really going to want to call 911? Are you going to call 311? Are you going to call 211? Or are you just not going to call anyone at all? But as you see in this picture, this is some police officers throwing tear gas, which, tear gas and rubber bullets and bulletproof vests, those are things that tend to show up after situations escalate here. I mean, this is typically a peaceful place, but people get tired of the injustice. And yeah, people are saying that he should not have died. Of course, he did not do the best thing by trying to pass a forged check, but the punishment does not equal the crime. So, and there's another picture across the street from where he died at. Challenging times. And usually when things like this happen here, it don't just end in a day or two. Usually it lingers on for about a month or so. So we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you tuned to what's going on, because this is my neighborhood. It's my community, and stay tuned for more.